If you're going to go ahead and touch electric fences with these pliers, do it at your own risk. Obviously don't be stupid and go touch something that's a hell of a lot more electricity. If you're going to do it at your own risk. Hey, welcome back to the workshop with me. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about these Knipex pliers. I think every farmer should own a pair of these. They are pretty good for grabbing electric fence wires because you won't get a shock through them for any wires that I've touched anyway. And they're also pretty good cutting blades on them. They're good at cutting number 8 wire, high tensile 2.5mm wire, and all sorts of other bits and pieces that you have around the place that need fixing. So I'm going to go into a bit of detail about these and why you should think about getting a pair yourself. So just to bring you in a bit closer now, these are them. They are the 225mm version. You can get shorter ones I think if you want. There's the cutting blade there. It's got a large cutting blade, and then you've got your regular plier head and then your blunt nose plier head at the end there. They feel very good in the hand. They're comfortable to use, especially with this grip on them. It also, though it doesn't state it, they won't let you get an electric shock from an electric fence wire. I've touched up to 8,000 kilovolt electric fences with these, and unless you're touching that metal bit there, you're not going to get a shock through the handle. Well, I haven't anyway. They're just handy to have on your belt. I wear them on my belt. I got a pouch made up for them out of leather, which I'll show you in a minute, but I carry them around with me all the time, every day, and they get used quite a lot. So I'll just now show you a few clips of what sort of things I'd use them for on a daily basis. Just showing you that pouch now that I had made up for them. It's this one. It's made of leather. It's got a little thing on top, and pull them out. This is 2.5 high tensile electric fence wire here, and I'll just show you how easy these pliers cut that. Barely any force required at all. How about this stuff? This is number 8 wire. It's a bit harder to cut, but it can be done with one hand. Not quite as easy as the 2.5mm, but it does cut it easy enough. These are the high leverage ones, so it makes them a bit easier to cut this type of wire. So I apologise for the wind here, but this is what I mean by electric fence. This is a electric hot wire here. As you can see, it is doing, where are we? It's doing 6.6 kilovolts there. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab me pliers out, and I'll show you that you can just grab that, and I'm not getting a shock at all. Quite handy for tightening up these permanent strainers by, I think these, what are we, strain right? When it's still hot. Obviously don't recommend that, but you can, it's pretty tight right now, but quite often I'll use that to tighten these up while they're still going. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to go and turn them off all the time. So yeah, that's definitely stopped me getting electric shock in the past. It's still doing 6.6, 7.2, and I'm touching that, see, not getting a shock. Obviously if you're going to go ahead and touch electric fences with these pliers, do it at your own risk. Obviously don't be stupid and go touch something that's a hell of a lot more electricity. If you're going to do it at your own risk. Just while I'm here also, these do cut barbed wire pretty easily. Obviously not going to cut the good fence, but there's a bit of a... Barbed wire is pretty soft, so these cut through it easily. Yes, I'll pick that up. So if you're a farmer, you're probably dealing with water troughs a lot. Another thing that these pliers are good for, those split pins in there. Getting them out can sometimes be a pain if you don't have a pair of pliers. Perfect example for these to be used. Also, just while I'm thinking about things, pulling the plastic pins out of plastic Waratah insulators. What else can I think of to use this for? Screwing on your heads to drench guns, or putting needles in the what do you call it, syringes. Pretty much anything. I mean, you're going to be finding you'll use these all the time. If you get a pair, well, if you're watching this video, you're probably already thinking about getting a pair of these. I think you should just do it. You're not going to regret it. They might be a bit pricey to begin with, but they'll definitely save you a lot of time and effort when you start using them for things that you wouldn't have even thought you'd use these for. I promise you'll like them. So these are the Waratah pins that I was talking about. You've probably seen these if you do a bit of fencing. If I can get it off one-handed. So these pop through the hole there, like so, and they can be a pain to get out just by pulling on them, especially if there's an electric wire on that side. But your pliers will pull that out quite easily, and you don't have to worry about getting a shock. Just while I'm going to finish up here, like I said, if you're watching this video, you're probably on the fence about getting these. I think you should just do it. They're pretty good. They're good quality, comfy, these ones. Oh, the other thing I'm going to mention is, so I carry a Leatherman multi-tool as well. This is a Leatherman Surge. I used to only carry that on my belt, and then I found myself using the pliers more often than not, so I ended up going for these. And I still carry both on my belt. It's just that this has different purposes for use than these do now. I'm not going to put a link or anything in the description. You guys can search up where you want to get them from. I got mine off a thing called Trade Me here in New Zealand. That's what we use. You could have a look on eBay or Amazon or whatever. Yeah, sweet. That's all I'm going to say about these. Just go and get some. You'll love them. Yeah, subscribe to me. Give this video a like. And I'll see you next time.